Merry meet and welcome to the General Tarot Reading for all signs for today, the 23rd of March, 2023. This is Ariel and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Shirley, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, Shirley. Thank you so much, Dre, and thank you to everybody for joining us today. I'm reading with the Soprafino Tarot. This is not currently in print, but there is a version of the Soprafino Tarot called the Ancient Italian Tarot, and I've put a link to that in the video description of this video, along with a link on how you can make your own 300-year-old formula eau de cologne like this. 3 sprays in this room is how I'm going to purify today. So happy you're here with me. If you're watching on YouTube and you don't want to watch me shuffle, just use the timestamps in the video description to fast forward to the reading. This does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it, because it's probably not meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. All of those are available for easy restream right on my website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com, just click on the free online tarot readings link in the main menu. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you're following us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without ads when you subscribe to us there. Oh, if you're on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. Oh, I already just said that. Okay, I think I need a little trap door to let me escape from this. What else was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, we have a shop at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. Right now that's a bunch of affiliate links, which means that we make a small commission off of each and every sale. We do appreciate your support. We're going to redo that shop, or I should say are in the process of redoing that shop into something spectacular. So stay tuned. We'll let you know as soon as that soft launch is happening. We're hoping sometime in April. We don't want to rush anything though, so. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, if you want to give us a donation, you could do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga. paypal.me/arielgatoga, or on YouTube, you can always use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation. All right, let's just see what's in the cards for everybody today. I had a nice night's sleep last night. I love it when that happens. We have an 8 of coins. We have a hanged man. And we've got a sun. Yay. All right. So this is all about attitude today. Just like, you know, attitude is the steering wheel of your car, of your life. And you can choose where you're headed. Now, where you're ultimately headed today is something very wonderful. A lot of joy, a lot of success, a lot of whatever you want, you know, whatever that means to you, whatever success and joy means to you. But it's up to you to stay on top of the steering wheel. And that steering wheel really is what you're carrying with you. If you're paying for something and you say, oh, everything's so expensive, that's not going to lead you where you want to go. Instead, you could say, I'm so glad I can afford to buy this. I'm so glad for what I'm buying, right? I'm glad for the lights. I was thinking about that the other day when I was going, it's so expensive this electricity has gotten. And then I thought, my ancestors are screaming at me right now. Do you know how much we would love to have the ability to turn on a light and you're bitching about that it's too expensive? So I recalibrated my thought and said, yeah, I'm really grateful that I can just turn on a light and I don't have to go stoke a fire. I don't have to get an oil lamp, right? I'm grateful that I can turn on a stove. I don't have to go chop wood. I can get in my car comfortably and go wherever I want to go. I don't have to, feed the horses and all that stuff. So there's a lot of tools you can use to calibrate that attitude, because this Hanged Man is talking about the tendency to do poor me, isn't it awful, isn't it awful? And at the same time, you're coming out on the other side of that with something good. So what this tells me is that today's a day of tweaking. You're going to fall into that, and then you tweak, and you get to the success. And then you fall into the self-pity, and then you tweak it, and you get into the success. And I think you're going to get to the point today where you realize cause and effect, where you can really see the results almost immediately. Okay, I'm going to tweak my attitude. Oh, yeah, found $1 on the street or whatever. So that's how I'm seeing this today, is that your ability to tweak your attitude has pretty immediate effects, and to be able to notice when you're falling into the negative attitudes. And again, the Hanged Man is an upside down perception. When you realize that you're not hanging, it's not poor me, it's like, whoa, I do have a lot to be grateful for. And you can stamp your foot. You can put your foot down and say no to yourself and no to others. If you're following down the wrong path, where you're you need to turn that wheel, you need to turn that steering wheel, you put your foot down and you say, yes, I'm gonna stay on top of my attitude today. And you can also see this as stomping your foot, just sort of to wake you up out of that stupor of like, oh, everything's so expensive, everything's so horrible, oh, everything's going to be ruined. And you, wait, wake up. I'm grateful. I have so much to be grateful for today. And that gratitude just stimulates success, stimulates prosperity immediately. And I really see it immediate today. So just use that and try that. Test it for yourself and see if that's not true for you, that you can't have immediate results by tweaking your attitude today. And don't feel bad if you have a bad attitude. It's just, it's contagious, and everybody's got a bad attitude lately. And so it's really easy to fall into that trap. So you have to sort of, use a lot of courage and strength to pull yourself out of that. So good for you to even think about it. Okay, Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups, 10 of Swords. Okay, this is this is the natural outcome of the Hanged Man, is, oh, everything's awful. But you can get help. You can get help from not only from yourself by, like I said, by pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps, putting your foot down and saying no. That's one side of it. But you can also get help from your own inner connection to infinite intelligence, and just asking for help when you notice that things aren't going right. When you notice things aren't going right, you can switch it immediately. I mean, it's just like boom, boom, the law of polarity. Where there was fear, there is joy. Where there was poverty, there is prosperity. Where there was illness, there is health. It's just that fast. And you can get help. You can get help to do that. So anytime you see an inkling of a manifestation that you don't want, ask for help. Just say, how can I see this in a different way? How can I change my attitude? And this is a sure sign of victory and winning. You have all the power over all circumstances today. So you have power over any negative circumstance that you might notice today. And when a negative circumstance, because I think some will happen, or at least will try to happen today, when those things rear their head, don't fall into this, oh, there's nothing I can do about it, now it's just so awful, and because then that's just going to be where you are. Instead, pull out that sword, put the foot down, say no, pull out your sword, ask for help, and change it. Find something to be grateful for. Find a way to reframe it in a different way. And you'll notice it just goes flop. It flops right into success. It flops right into happiness and joy. The sun really does come out and burn away all the clouds, burn away all the darkness, burn away all the fear. And it's just, I think, a wonderful day to test this out, to prove it to yourself that this really does work. Because it seems to me as though the results are instantaneous. Now, I do have a meditation based on this Hanged Man card that if you have time today, you may want to take a listen to, because it will definitely give you more insight into what your power of turning your thoughts around are. And it's called using your sacred power of no. And you can say no to anything, anywhere. You can say no to negative experiences. You can say no to negative manifestations. You can say no to negative people. You can say no to yourself. You can say no to bad attitudes. And using that sacred power of no is wielding a sword. When you wield that sword cuts through all the nonsense. And look at how it's crowned. That's not a mistake. That is a reminder of your sovereignty. You are a holy child of the universe. You are somebody. You have royal rights and privileges and entitlements. People are talking about how bad it is to be entitled. Well, it is in some cases bad to feel entitlement, especially entitlement over other people. But you do have entitlements. You are entitled. Entitled means that you have a title. And you have a title. You are a royal child of divinity. You are a holy child. And so you do have a crown. You do have entitlements, and that you are entitled to use your sacred powers. And today, one of those sacred powers is no. I love it when the Hanged Man comes, because I can say, when it comes into a daily reading of mine, I always say, okay, maybe I start with no today. No matter what comes my way, just first ask myself, is it no? I don't give that as my last choice. I say, well, let's make the first choice. Is it no? Is it no that I need to say? Because if there's any of this 10 of Swords negative manifestation trying to come your way, the word is no. I'm entitled. I don't have to put up with this. I don't care what it is. No. You don't have any power over me. Whatever you are, I can say no. And then you have to follow that up with yes. And you have to say yes to the attitude. You have to say yes to the gratitude and yes to the assistance that's here for you today. There's a lot of assistance here. I think there's always a lot of assistance, but it's going to be very apparent to you today, as long as you're willing to change your point of view. See, because it's 10 of Swords is when you're looking at things upside down. It's the Sun if you're looking at things the way that they are, right side up. This is negative thinking, and this is righteous thinking. This is real thinking. This is when you see things for what they are. This is when you see things for what you are afraid they are. So you can ask for help to see things in the right way. I want assistance. It doesn't mean that you're lacking if you ask for help. It means that you're smart when you ask for help. So that help is there with you. Now, sometimes that help is going to be sent to you in the form of a person or a situation or whatever. Sometimes it's just a feeling, or just a inner certainty that you're on the right path. And you know you're on the right path when you are in charge of your attitude rather than your attitude being in charge of you. You want to hold on to that steering wheel. You don't want to just let the steering wheel go and let it, hope it goes the right way. That's what people do with their attitudes. They're like, well, we'll see. No, you you hold on to that steering wheel and you say, I am grateful for this. I am grateful for that. And you steer where you want to go, and you go in the direction of what your attitudes are in. So today is the day where you can prove it to yourself again and again and again. And you're going to get so much success and joy and happiness today. Thank you so much for being with me today. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Shirley and Dre. And we'll see everybody tomorrow for another general reading. Blessed be.